Hi, this is Mark Hewitt. Hurricane Irma, one of the strongest hurricanes ever, made landfall in the Florida Keys on September 10th. Video will show some damages to my home, my neighborhood, and surrounding area. My next door neighbor, Chris, stayed throughout the storm and provided some of these following videos.
No już przychodzą szkwały, ale to dopiero jest mniej więcej 40 na godzinę, a ma być 140.
Winds in our area were clocked at over 110 miles an hour with a 5 to 6 foot storm surge. The eye of the storm landed as a Cat 4 hurricane about 60 miles from our home in Tavernier, but we were on the bad side of the hurricane.
No, wyszliśmy na brzeg. Pomostu nie ma. Łódka stoi, ale już na ostatnich.
My empty boat lift seen here is normally about 5 feet above the water level. The peak storm surge was probably 3 to 4 feet higher than shown here. Our docks were stripped of all the decking, but Chris's boat remains in his lift. My yard and pool were full of dock sections from my dock as well as neighbors' docks as far as 3 houses away. The space between our houses to the south were full of dock sections, an indication of the height of the storm surge. This satellite view post-hurricane shows the damage to the shoreline. My friend Bob Bauman and I arrived in the Keys 7 days after Irma hit. Although debris cleanup had already started, it was still everywhere. This was the scene that greeted us as we drove down my block on Atlantic Circle Drive in Tavernier. As cleanup continued, these debris piles grew larger. Electricity had been restored approximately a week after the storm, but there was no internet service. Bob surveys the waterfront damage. My coconut palms survived. I had completely rebuilt the decking on my dock the past winter. Cleanup crews had done a great job pulling debris from the pool and cleaning it before we arrived. Many of the trees were stripped bare. Lots of patio blocks and topsoil ended up in the pool. My house is concrete built on stilts, designed to withstand hurricanes with great hurricane shutters and survive pretty well. Some dirty water penetrated the hurricane shutters and patio doors on the second and third floor, but no apparent permanent damage. Chris, Bob, and I take time out from our cleanup efforts to celebrate my 65th birthday. These next photos are from a trip further southwest down to the Keys toward Marathon and beyond. This is closer to where the eye of the hurricane hit the Keys. I noticed that there are few, if any, billboards or signs remaining anywhere in the Keys, including in our area. Although many businesses remained closed 4 weeks after the hurricane, the ones that were open had plywood signs spray painted open out on the highway to let you know they were open for business. Although many in the Keys face severe hardship, they are hardy folks and they will recover.